Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today's video, we're going to be showing an AFK XP Gobblegum strategy. Now, guys, I have made a couple of videos on this before, but I wanted to show you guys an updated video, show you that this still works. Now, we know they nerfed the jet gun glitch, so we really can't use that anymore to farm AFK XP, but this is the next best strategy to use. Now, as you can see, we're in directed. Now, you can also do this in standard, and I may make a future video showing you how to do this in standard. But first things first, we have to make sure we have the correct augment selected. So let me take you into the gunsmith and show you which augments to use. Alright, so before you start your game, go into your augments, go to Melee Macchiato. This is very important. So, for your major augment, make sure you have Espresso, where your melee attacks are slightly faster. And for your minor augment, you can kind of pick whichever one you want to use. I usually use Stick and Move, but this is not important for this gameplay here. Just make sure you have Espresso as your major. Alright, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, so as we're getting into the gameplay here, I want to ask you guys, if you don't mind, to make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new, make sure to check out all the other videos. And if you enjoy those videos, why not subscribe? It's totally free, and it really does help out the channel. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And also, the question of today, what is your favorite genre of movies? Like, do you like action movies, comedy, horror? I don't know, man. I have a mixture of maybe horror and comedy. When I was growing up, scary movies, that's all I wanted to watch. So I don't know, maybe horror movies. But yeah, let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite genre of movies? Alright, so, again, we're in directed mode. And this does work in standard, but you have to use different augments, and it's a little trickier. I just think it's a lot easier to do this in directed. Yeah, you don't get as much XP as you would doing this on standard. But you do get more Gobblegums, which is pretty cool. But either way, it's free XP and you're AFK, so it's really, you can't ask for anything better. But, yeah, so we're going to get the map opened up. We got to kill these zombies, fire off the zombies. Now, to save you guys time, go ahead and make sure, which I didn't do in this gameplay, but make sure you pick up your side items, like the, what they call the electrical prods. You got one over by Deadshot, and you also have the one on the, what is it, the electrical box. Down from Speed Cola, where you have to throw a shock charge at it or shoot it with a electric damage ammo mod. So make sure you got those, and then of course you got the one you have to get off a helmeted zombie down in the dungeon. When you get to round 10. So yeah, you want to make sure to, you know, in the meantime, go ahead and pick up the other two on your way to do that, which I didn't do in this gameplay. So yeah, if you just want to save you some time, make sure to do that. Alright, so as you can see, we took in the drill and the nail gun. The reason I took in the nail gun, actually, that is the only weapon in this game that I haven't completed all the camos for here in Zombies. So I may make a video on getting Nebula on it. Pretty much got all the base camos done. Alright, so as we're getting the map opened up here, you're going to see, here in directed, you have to kind of do things in order. The cool thing about the standard mode, you can, you know, go straight to the line sword and build it first. But in directed, you got to build the fire sword first, then the line sword. But our goal in this gameplay, we got to get to round 12. That is the most important thing. We got to get to round 12. The round 12 round cap, basically. So let's kind of skip through all this and let's fast forward through the video, and I will see you when we get to, I guess, round 10. Oh, and one thing I forgot to do in my gameplay here, I forgot to talk to Craft. So when you come down here and you open up your Pack-a-Punch, make sure to talk to Craft. That is your very next step, and the step after that is you got to get to round 10 and kill a helmeted zombie. So, yeah, I forgot to do that. So make sure when you come down, open up Pack, go ahead and come over here and talk to Professor Craft right after. Okay, so I'm down here in the dungeon because round 10... Anywhere on the map on round 10, you'll get the Buckethead zombie to spawn in and get your stamp. But also after round 10, you have a chance for the helmeted zombie to come in and get that other electrical prod off him. Anyways, we got our first stamp. We're going to pick up the dragon sword. We got to go ahead and build this thing first. So, of course, you have to go to all three of the, we call them the fire urns. You got to go to all three of those. Pick up the fire, bring it back to the dragon. It's pretty simple. So yeah, unfortunately and directed, you got to build this sword first. But yeah, the setup for this, it really don't take that long, guys. You can get into this AFK pretty quickly. Alright, so we got our third fire. We got to run up here, take it back to the dragon. And remember, guys, you can melee the zombies or slot into them on your way back to the dragon, so you can replenish your health. All right, we got the dragon sword completed. Up next, we got to get another stamp. All right, so we got another stamp here. We're going to pick up the lion sword. And you got to kill, of course, the 4 glowing parasites. And once you get the 4 glowing parasites, or, you know, of course, you got to kill one at a time and then melee the door. Then once you get all 4, you interact with the door to get inside to upgrade your sword. We all know how to do that. So we're going to kind of skip past that part, the upgrading process. Alright, once we got the lion sword upgraded, we're going to take it back. We got to now kill the helmeted zombie. Now, like I said, in directed, you have to do this in order. In standard, you could do this sooner. But yeah, just make sure you're down here in the dungeon, because you got to kill a helmeted zombie down here. As you can see, he dropped one of the parts that we need. So we need to get 2 more. Now, these other 2 parts, like I was saying earlier, you can go ahead and pick these up on your way up to the castle. It'd be, if you want to save you some time. But I totally forgot to do that. Because I never build these swords when I play this map. Usually I'm playing this map when I'm doing camos. So I've only done the Easter egg on this map by myself once, and that was in directed. And I did it with the team the very first time I did it. Alright, so you got your 2 parts, one by death shot, one over here next to speed. Take it up to this, whatever this bucket is here, interact with it, put your sword in there. And you got to get the lightning to strike your sword 3 different times. And each time the lightning strikes your sword, make sure you melee that bucket, whatever it is. And now the lightning sword will be upgraded. So the goal right here is we have to get to round cap 12. Now when you get to round cap 12, if you get a parasite that spawns in, you have to save your game and come back in. But if it's a doppelgast, if you hear a doppelgast spawn in and it's not a bug round, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about saving your game and coming back in. Now fortunately in this gameplay here, when I got to round cap 12, it wasn't a bug round, so I didn't have to save it. So we should be getting a doppelgast here. Make sure you have melee macchiato. Make sure you have the correct augments on it. Go ahead and pick up Quick Revive and Jug. It's really not needed, but I would go ahead and pick it up. And make sure you have at least a 2 plate. And make sure you have the line sword. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you different areas in the map where you can go AFK. And you guys, you can test this for yourself to see which spawns are quicker. I haven't really tested it too much. I've tried this in different areas. I just don't know which area has the quickest spawns. But anyways, right here on top of this staircase here, you can go AFK, if you're using a controller, put a rubber band around your controller, and you can go AFK for, what is it, 6 hours now? 5.5, 6 hours? Now, on standard mode, of course, you can do this a lot longer. And again, if you guys want to see a video on how to do this in standard mode, let me know, and I will make a future video. But yeah, you're good for 6 hours. Here's another little spot right here on the bar. Now, if you're going to come on top of the bar table here, make sure you're at the edge of it, on the outside edge, so the zombies that come behind you cannot swap you. They'll all have to hop over. So this is another good little area that I've been testing. Not too bad. Like I said earlier, in directed mode, if you're doing this AFK method, it's a good strategy to get gobblegums, but not XP. But if you're in standard, you get more XP than you do gobblegums. But either way, you're getting free XP, you're getting free gobblegums by literally doing nothing, and you can't go wrong there. So we got another little spot right over here next to the this broken down van, and whatever this is in the middle, the statue. Just kind of get in between the van and the statue and kind of crouch down. Make sure you're kind of pushed back a little bit, all the way. Well, not a little bit. Just make sure you're pushed back, kind of tucked in between the van and this statue. Go prone and start swinging. And a lot of times where you leave your center dot, it don't really matter in a lot of these areas because of the radius of the swing. It damages everything in that little radius, so I don't think it really matters where you put your center dot. So we got to see some more areas. There's another little area in here where the knights are, the knight statues. This is one of the first areas that I started using when trying this. But before we go in there, there's a little corner right here, and it's right next to 2 spawn windows. So this may be a quick spawn point. Let me know in the comments section if you tried this and which, out of all the areas I'm going to show you, which area has the faster spawns. Because I'm curious. And this area right here, they seem to spawn pretty quickly. Alright. Now, we're going to come over here to the little fireplace. We're going to sit in the fireplace. You can go on this side of it or the other side. It really don't matter. And just kind of line your center dot in the center of that opening. And maybe to the left a little bit. You can find you a little sweet spot before you go AFK to make sure you're not taking too much damage. The only difference in directed and standard when it comes to this method is the augments that you use. So if you're going to do this in the standard mode, you want to use the augment, I think it's vampiric, where melee kills gives you health. That was one of the augments. Like I said, I'll make a video on how to do this as standard if you guys want to see it. I haven't tried it yet. I just know about it on in the standard mode. All right, so yeah, nice little area right there on the fireplace. check out our nail gun. As you see, I brought in Frost Blast. This is the first time I used Frost Blast. I don't know if I like it. And yeah, it don't seem really that strong. What is your guys' favorite field upgrade? Let me know in the comments. Mine is it's got to be Ether Shroud. Also, guys, have you? I don't know if it's just me, but the past 2 times that I've come to play zombies, all of my augments have been deselected. I had to go re-equip every one of my augments, every single one of them. And this is the 3rd time that's happened, so I don't know what's going on there, if that's happening to everybody because of certain updates or what. Alright, so we're going to go back down here, hit the perk machine, just to get a few perks here. You don't need these perks, like I said. If you want to get in this and get it set up real quickly, just get your melee macchiato and probably quick revive. That's really all you need. The only reason I got these perks is because I was doing some other things while making this video. Alright, so we got another spot. Let's see. Right here on this side of the stairs, any one of these stairs, you can use the other side or you can use this side. Just kind of come down here in the corner and crouch. This isn't a bad spot. I don't know about the spawns though. They may be a little slower right here. Again, I didn't really test too much of this, so if you guys have messed with this and kind of, you know, seeing how fast, that's what I need to do is every one of these spots, like set a timer to see how fast I can get through one round. And right now, I think they're the very last area, or the very last spot that I show you may be the fastest. Maybe. Now, down here is a good spot. The people that do the high rounds, the round 999, they did it down here using the mutant ejection. So apparently the spawns down here are one of the fastest. So either this area or the very last spot that I'll show you. Yeah, it seems to be pretty quick. Yeah, we'll do probably another round, and right here in this spot, it seems like it's a pretty quick spawn. Again, guys, let me know in the comments section which spawn is the fastest. Kill this doppelgast. Get out of here. Let's go, zombies. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be the fastest spawn. Or the very last spot I'll show you is at the water slide, the behind Pack-a-Punch, where you activate that water slide, little portal, whatever you want to call it. What is that called? The drainage tube? I don't know. But that may be the fastest. Yeah, I'm thinking either this spot or that water slide. But yeah, we're going to go there right now. One thing I didn't like about the fast travel on this map, I really wish it would take you down to the actual dungeon where Pack-a-Punch is. Because it really don't save you that much time, if you think about it. if you have PhD and stamina, you can get to where you're going in the same speed versus taking that portal. Alright, so this is the last spot right here. I feel like here and under the game room area, whatever that little area is called, where the portal is, this spot and that spot are probably the two quickest spawn areas. So if you're trying to go AFK and get your XP, try those two areas. If you have any other areas on this map you want me to know about, make sure to let me know in the comment section. Guys, I'm going to hop off here and let you finish up with the gameplay here just a couple more minutes. Thanks again for stopping by. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And if you haven't yet, make sure to join the Discord. I'll have an invite link pinned in the comment section. And lastly, check out our sponsor, Dubby. If you're looking for good, clean energy without the crashes and jitters, and no sugar, no artificial sweetener or color dyes, packed full of vitamins, it tastes amazing, so many different flavors to choose from, try Dubby. Use promo code TMAN865 at the checkout for a discount. The link will be in the channel's description along with all the other links. Again, guys, thank you so much for the support. Till next time, stay blessed.